really, in terms of knowing that you're going to pass 100%, you should be taking at least 1,000 questions. So that may seem like a lot, but it actually, 1,000 questions really isn't a lot, especially when you break it down. So the way I envision it is that after the 35 days of training that is over, what you're going to do is you're going to baseline yourself. You want to understand how much did I really pick up from that training and how much more do I need to kind of go back and understand and review. You never really want to go back and retake another class or anything like that, because the one time of class should have been enough for you if you did attend it. So you really go back and you're, do the baseline first. And the baseline doesn't have to be more than 100 questions. Baseline yourself, understand immediately what you know and what you don't know. And then you go back and you review the items that you did miss so you can understand it a little better. And once you're done with that, then you're going to take a set of 200 questions. And then here is really where you're going to understand, well, how close am I to being ready? And, and so in terms of that scoring, you should be scoring at about somewhere between 55 to 60%. Don't get shocked. This isn't a moment of kind of beating yourself up and saying, oh my God, I got a 55%, I got a 60%. It does not matter. The percentage doesn't matter. At this point, what that number tells you, the first set of 200 questions that you took, it tells you where you are and what else you need to do to improve so you can get your percentage to 75%. So that's your first set of 200 questions, and already you've taken 300 questions and didn't even realize it. Once you're done with that 200 questions, my expectations from you is that you're going to go back and review all of your wrong and right answers, and again understand where your gaps are and where you're repeatedly making the same errors. And then you go back to the chapter within the book and you review those sections. Then once you're done with doing that, you're going to take another set of 200 questions. And when you do this, your scoring should be somewhere between 60 to 65%. And so again, you should be seeing an increase versus a decrease in your percentages. If you're seeing a decrease, there might be some exam anxiety that you're going through, or you've lost some confidence, or that you have waited too long between the sets of exam questions that you have taken. Again, you don't want to wait too long. You want to take these sets of questions within 4 to 5 days of each other, no more than that. So now you've taken 500 questions, which you probably didn't even realize. Then you're going to take a third set of 200 questions. And what that's going to tell you is, are you ready to sit in for the exam, or do you need to practice some more? A lot of people will stop at the third set of exam questions, mock exam. And then, based on that percentage, if you are getting somewhere between 70% to 75%, that kind of tells me that you are in a really good shape and that you can go ahead and schedule your exam somewhere between 2 to 3 weeks out. And then it comes back with, if you did score in the third set, score between 70 to 72, you're about 3 to 4% away. And then that's when you're going to take targeted quizzes for the areas that you need more improvement on. So if risk management knowledge area is an area that you have a tough time understanding the terminology, or just don't know some things, and that would be the area you want to focus on and take mock questions within that chapter. And so again, right by now, before your readiness for the exam, you're somewhere between 800 questions that you have taken. And so the last set is really when I tell people, take an additional 200 questions so you can kind of say to yourself, you know what, I am ready, I'm good to go, and I know I'm going to go in there and I'm going to pass.